So there's a difference between taking a risk and managing a risk. When you take a risk, it is aligned to an attribute of an entrepreneur, because an entrepreneur must be able to take a risk. That is taking a risk. But when you are managing the risk, that means you have the ability to ensure that whatever risk you are taking is calculated, it's minimal. So being able to manage your risk is a skill you need to have as an entrepreneur. Mm-hmm. So taking a risk will be considered as a characteristic of an entrepreneur. But how best you can manage that risk will depend on what you can do, your knowledge. Mm-hmm. So that's the difference between taking the risk, which is a feature or characteristic of an entrepreneur, and managing the risk, which is one of the skills an entrepreneur must possess. Mm-hmm. I think risk management is clear there. Yeah. Then we go to human relations. They said they build relationship with people and bring out the best in them. So as an entrepreneur, you must be able to relate with people. And not only being able to relate with people, making sure that you can turn to become a leader. And being a leader means you can bring out the best in people. Mm. Do you understand? So this is also a skill. It's a skill.
Can you read it?
Human relations.
Okay.
So entrepreneurs must build relationship and must also be able to build people, empower them. Mm-hmm. Is it clear? So that's another one. And the last one is realism. Entrepreneurs recognize when things are going wrong and take actions to make positive changes. You must be realistic. So you should know when things are fine. You should know when things are getting worse. So, and you should be true to yourself. So, these things are not getting better this way. I have to take action, a proper action. Mm. So that is what realism is about. I think it's clear. So I'm just going to recap that. The skills of entrepreneurs, the decision making. And when we talk about decision making here, we're talking about the skills you have, the ability to be able to take the best decision that benefits the business. That is decision making. Being proactive means you are able to go to the problem. You are able to see the problem ahead of time. That means you are proactive. You are seeing the problem ahead of time. That is being proactive. Networking, you should have the ability to exchange information with people, relate with people. Risk management, like I said, being able to calculate your risk and being able to reduce your risk to the minimal, because as an entrepreneur, there's no way you want to do it. You are faced with different risks. Financial risk, asset risk, all risks are attached to your business. But what you have to do is to make sure that whenever you are taking that decision or whenever you are doing that business, the risk is as minimal as possible. Mm-hmm. Human relations, being able to build relationship with people and being able to bring out the best in them. Realism, when you should acknowledge that there's a problem and find positive changes to those problems. Okay. Clear.